Oh yeah, that's a much better rate. I'm not a fan of how much spoilage we're getting now all of a sudden. Are you serious? This makes spoilage as well? Yeah, now we got carbon fiber. We're out of jelly again. Why do we not have seeds growing? Yeah, we can plant a lot of soil here. How are our spores doing? A little close for comfort. So the next couple of things to do, increase production so that we're getting at least 4,500 science packs per minute. Today's going to be a little bit of a slight detour from what I was originally planning. Here we have Gleba. It's working, which I'm really happy about. The only problem is we have a bit of a nutrient supply problem, and we also seem to have a little bit of a bioflux supply problem. And I think the solution to that is just building more bioflux and finding a more intelligent way to distribute the nutrients, because we fully saturate a belt here with stacked nutrients, and then that travels around, but you can see it's getting eaten up way before we can even get it down this end, which means the eggs down here are actually spoiling and causing us some issues. But we're going to ignore that for now because we have a little bit of a bigger problem on our hands. You may have noticed we have an alert for fuel. Trains are out of fuel on Vulcanus. They are genuinely out of fuel, but you'll notice there's another problem too. Radar coverage is gone, and that is because we're out of power. No, we are completely out of power somehow. So today I need to head over to Vulcanus, and I figured while we're there, we may as well start pushing on the big science, because we need to somehow get our science rate all the way up to 1 million. And to do that, we're definitely going to need a crazy amount of orange juice, as well as all the other sciences. So let's make a start on the orange juice. I've got a little bit of a carbon fiber set up here. That's going to be upcycling carbon fiber, and it has been giving us quite a decent amount of carbon fiber, if I'm to be perfectly honest. I'm pretty happy with the rate that it's been going at. It's not very fast, but it has been giving us legendary items, so that is good. I spent a little bit of time increasing the Yumiko farm. Our production rates should be through the roof, but for some reason it's still ending up with an empty belt sometimes. Compared to the jelly nuts, those are definitely coming through a lot better than the Yumiko fruits. I'm not exactly sure why. Alrighty, let's get this show on the road. Let's grab all of that and figure out what the problem with the power is. I think the main issue is that I connected the whole grid up by mistake. So if we disconnected this, that should then isolate, or it isolates this sector, which provides us with the sulfuric acid. Oh wait, the calcite was the problem. Ah, okay. Right. That's an easy fix then. We just move all these, right? Damn, that's a real problem. If you run out of calcite, your whole factory dies. There we go. They will mine very slowly. Our main calcite supply is actually fine. All of this has died because it relies on calcite for the foundry smelting, and the fact that we don't have any calcite coming around, which means that we have no research going on. So that's only a small problem. Maybe we need to just quickly yoink some of this calcite out of the chest and shove it into here. There we go. That's kick-started the network. Next thing we can probably do is start filling in all this lava. Plonk some of these down. There we go. That'll give us a little bit more power. Right, now with that sorted, we can finally get to what it is that we were going to do, which is more production. The throughput here is actually fine, so we could just increase this upwards. Productivity! See what that does for production. And then for some reason now we're not making any. Why is that? Out of tungsten carbide. Oh, we're out of coal. Right, okay. I think we're getting to the point where we're actually almost done with the coal deposit we have here on Vulcanus. Or at least the coal deposit we have here at the starting base. I might have to do the tungsten carbide somewhere else. We have a little bit of coal here we can snag. Then I've kind of built everything on top of the coal deposit, so that's not too helpful. There we go, that'll saturate the belt. It'll keep us sorted for the time being. Could also put some productivity into here. There we go, there's some better quality foundries. Plonk these down and that'll increase the speed for us as well. Oh yeah, that's coming through. Legendary calcite I've got here. I was going to do something with that. I just can't quite remember what it was. I think we can use them in one of the smelting, the foundry recipes to make legendary stone. But at the same time, I kind of don't have a use for legendary stone right now, so I'm going to leave that for the time being. We love quality. I remember when it used to break my brain. Ah, right, yes, okay. Why are you empty? You have no fuel, and yet there is fuel here. Oh, wait, he hasn't quite made it, that's why. Now he can be on his merry way. Yeah, they have to be completely stopped properly at their station, but he wasn't, so that's why that didn't work. So there is another train or two out here that I need to solve. Here he is over here. Fuel. You are going to be loaded. And with that, we should be back in business, except our power is still very low, so maybe it's about time. Oh, I suppose we could just keep going with the turbines. Not exactly expensive to do turbines, now that we have foundations. Technically free energy. I cannot see in all of this steam. And another 5 of these, and we should be set. What's our power like now? Worse? How did I get what? Oh. Oh, right, I see. Okay, hang on. Get rid of this beacon. I don't think we actually need it. And we connect that up. There we go. That should be better. There we go. 2.1. That sounds more like it. Orange juice is not fully saturated, which means we got work to do. Molten copper. What's wrong with the molten copper? It's not fast enough. Okay, do we have beacons to spare? Yes, we do. There we go. That should speed that up. Oh, yeah, I think we need a lot more molten copper than that. Damn, this stuff is... It might be time to start putting down some legendary beacons for these guys. Oh yeah, we can upgrade them to uncommon foundries. Speed and power. Now we don't have enough lava. There we go. Now it's just the stone is a problem. Okay, hang on. We can shift this around. We don't need 2 inputs for that. There we go. That'll empty. Nice. Got to change the design up a little bit. Nice. That should be getting rid of our stone now. Oh. That's not getting rid of the stone quick enough. What we probably need to do then is make yet another lane. So we now have 5 bus lanes of stone that we need to get rid of. This is insane. How much stone do we have? It's insane. I think we need to shift this onto a different side of the belt. There we go. That should probably help a little bit more. See what that does. But if I'm going to continue building more orange juice, I'm definitely going to need to build a whole new facility. So let's take a look around. What have we got? We have a huge calcite deposit here we could probably take advantage of. Tungsten ore up here is fully occupied. Actually, calcite, tungsten... Well, hang on, no. We need coal. Coal is the most important part of this operation. Shall we run around a little bit and see if we can find any? The parts for rockets we can actually build anywhere because it's fairly easy to get resources on this planet. It's a little bit of exploring. Actually, hang on. I'm missing something. Ammo. There we go. There's some railgun ammo. I still love doing that. That doesn't get old. Here's another worm. Here's a bigger one. Bang! There's another one skulking around here somewhere. There he is. Oh, we're trying to look for a location that has 4 things nearby. We need lava. We need calcite, we need tungsten, and we need coal. This is just calcite. This is terrible. Doesn't look like we're getting tungsten. Or coal, actually. Damn. This is nuts. This is insane. I don't want to go too far out because then I'm going to have to build a massive train network, but that might be inevitable. Let's just go in one direction and see what we get. Oh, hang on. Wait. Can we line up a shot and get 2 in 1? No. Dang it. That would have been pretty funny. Maybe we still can. We just got to keep looking around until we find 2 of them very close to each other. Are we serious? Oh my goodness. Where's the coal? Where's the tungsten? Is this just the worst luck on Vulcanus? What is this? I can't believe this. Where is it? Where is the tungsten? How am I this unlucky that I can't find any coal or tungsten? There's calcite. Well, there's a lot of calcite. We don't need that. We have so much of it. There's more calcite. What is this? We're cursed. Ah, there we go. Tungsten. Now we need coal. Is there any coal around? Actually, hang on. How far are we? Oh my goodness, that is crazy far. Problem is, I'm so far away from Oh, hang on, we got tungsten over here and coal there. Maybe we just need to do a really crazy abridged factory and meet up in the middle. All right, I'm gonna head north and we're gonna try and see what we get on the way. The one more resource we're missing in this area is the sulfuric acid. We got a bunch over here though, so we could pipe that across if we really need it. This is insane luck though, or lack of luck, I suppose. We established it was bad, but I didn't realize it was this bad. Okay, here we go. We got some more tungsten. Do we have any coal? No, we got more tungsten. Any coal, please? We got some acid over here. We've got lots of calcite. Not going to run out of that anytime soon. Little bits of coal here. That's small. And then we got the 136 mil. Oh, hang on. We have sulfuric acid there. Okay, this might work. So if this is our designated spot, we can build a lot of science over there. We don't need to worry about shipping it all the way back to the main HQ because we can just build rockets and the rocket parts over here. All right. Okay, so if we grab coal from there, we need to bring it along with the sulfuric acid so that we can, and then we need the tungsten, and that's going to make the carbide. Calcite needs to be mixed with lava, and then the building spot's probably just going to be this whole region here, and then we'll just build around the sulfuric acid. But we also need to do power. I don't think we'll bother connecting it up to the main power grid, although it is kind of convenient that we can connect it to the main power grid. Okay. Let's first automate steam turbine production because I think that's going to be something we definitely need. Steam turbines, copper plates, iron gear wheels, and pipes. I don't really want to deal with the whole spaghetti of doing this, so I'm just going to build a whole new system over here. 1, 2, 3, and that's just burning. Can we not burn, please? This one's going to be molten iron. Oh, wait a minute. Research productivity. Oh, wait. That's right, I got the calcite back online, which means research should be back online. Yes, it is. So that just completed. We should probably go for some more research productivity. Let's push that. Oh, we're researching research productivity at 20,000. That is really good. Especially since we finally got the agricultural science coming in from Gleba. There it is. Is Gleba still alive? Yep, alive and kicking. There we go, stack inserter, that should sort that out. Now we have the 3 ingredients we need to make steam turbines, and I should have automated this ages ago, and for some reason I did not. There we go, that'll speed that up a little bit. Steam turbines are going to come out. Oh, we got another productivity research. This is coming through quickly now. Oh, actually, that's scaling up quickly too. We're up to 66,000. And then I need a chest to put all these in. I'm going to do a legendary chest because we want a lot of these things. That's going to build up over time. Actually, should we think about throwing some quality modules in here? We can get a little bit of quality steam turbines. Yeah, that might work. 7.5 compared to 5.8. That's a nice big improvement. What's that bring us to now? It's still 2.1 gigawatts. 2.2 gigawatts. Okay, we'll leave that here for now. Okay, what I'm going to do is go absolutely ridiculously ham. And we're going to build buses of this stuff. I wonder if... No, this is not too... It's the engineers that are wrong. Oh, we have some OG drills here, finally out of resources. Thank you for your service. In you go. Here's now drill food. Now, one thing that's really nice about these big mining drills is the quality on them affects the resource drain rather than mining speed. And so if I use some of these on the resources that we lose a lot of, such as coal, that seems to disappear quite quickly, we can make ourselves a savings in the amount of coal we have, because we need to preserve this coal. There is not a lot of it on this planet, surprisingly, although there's a huge patch here, but that means it needs to be shipped. But a nice big patch here should be preserved, or at least preserved as best as we can. I don't want to have to build another factory. Now, I know the throughput on these is going to be absolutely flawed, so a lot of these drills are not going to be run, but if we place them all here anyway, they're kind of ready to take over when these patches start drying up for these guys up the front. What I want to see is a completely filled bus of orange juice. If we can get that going, I am going to be so happy. I don't know why I'm bothering with underground pipes. We just fly over them. So I'm just going to wire these up. I'm just going to pipe these up with regular pipes, I think. Embrace the pipe spaghetti. Okay, here's another question. Is there a mod that, just like the deconstruction planner, you can box select, but instead of deconstructing, it just picks items up off the ground? Because I need that. I know you can pick it up with the deconstruction planner there, but in the event that you have machines around the place, deconstruction planner is going to get rid of those as well. There's an option for loose items only. I'm not seeing it. Oh, okay, hang on. Whitelist, item on ground. Right. That works. Brilliant. Brilliant, thank you. Although that really should just be like another key binding that you hold down, you know, control instead, and then that just collects that. That should really be base functionality. Yes, that is cool. That is nice. That's staying in my blueprint book for sure. The next thing we need to do is, now that we have sulfuric acid and we have coal, we need to start turning all that into carbon. And that can be done in a cryogenic plant, so you know what that means. Okay, let's use our trusty new tool. Oh, that's nice. Let's grab our cryogenic plants. This only needs one item. Do we have a design on Navis we can steal for this? We can copy the batteries design. Instead of batteries, these need to be making carbon. Oh, I should have flipped all this around. Okay, hang on. Oh, that looks so... Wait, I want to do that again. That's... Oh! Are you seeing this? That is so satisfying. Oh. There we go, there's one lane. Then we bring this across, and this should be our second lane. There we go, there's a thick belt lane. Now we just got to figure out where to deliver that, but we should be able to just tile this now. Yep, that's all tiling, nice. Oh yeah. And then we need to bring that over with the tungsten. And using the tungsten, we can then make our carbides in bulk. And I'm definitely going to have to go back and get some more drills. Where are we going to deliver the bus for this? Probably a bit more central to the way everything else is going to be built. So maybe I'll have the bus coming on this side. Yeah, that matches up with the tungsten deposit up here. Wait, we're almost at 400,000. Wait. Okay, hang on. Slight sidetrack. I think this is the part where we still turn around. But wow, okay. So the problem I'm having on this ship is the fact that we're not producing explosive rockets quick enough. Oh wait, we're not producing rockets quick enough now. That's the issue. That is a lot of science packs. Holy. Are we still producing them at rate? Oh, 3k per minute. Okay, not as high as I thought it would be. Oh, we have a visitor. Hello. Goodbye. Now that's drilling. Bring all this down. There we go. Nice big bus. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. Stop burning. Stop burning. Ow. Stop that. Okay, now we need to figure out where we're going to build tungsten carbides. We need 3 ports. We need sulfuric acid coming in on one side. We need the tungsten ore and the carbon. I also need to put beacons around here. It's probably going to have some sort of design like this. We can fit 4 beacons in like this. And then we need a splitter. And then we can do a little tunnel system like that. Can we... No, that's still not going to reach. Dang it. But if we did a manifold... Okay, hang on. If we do a manifold... Yeah, manifold tunnel. That way we can squeeze another beacon in here. For a total of... That's 10 beacons sitting around one of these assembly machines. Ooh. Then if we copy this... Yeah, okay. Uh-oh. Oh, no. What happened? No. Oh, my game crashed. The ship crashed so hard into those rocks that it killed the game. Okay.